welcome to this 2-day forum, the Women in Childcare Forum, that is themed around amplifying the needs of women childcare workers in the country.
The nature and there's the nurture. Nature is about genetics, how you are born, and it defines your personality. But there's the nurture, which also molds the children into who they become later in life.
Policymakers in the room will share how system strengthening will impact the growth in the childcare economy.
The same way we have the CEO and founder of Uthabiti, you are the CEO and founder of your childcare service.
We also break it down in terms of developing toolkits that are consumable at different levels.
Wacheni kulipisha pesa mingi kwa hawa wazazi. Unaona sasa Teresa?
Watu wengi sana wanajaribu kupata assessment and registration done for their children, lakini inakuwa ni ngumu sana.
Not all physical disabilities are the same, not all hearing impairments are the same. So key to identifying them is understanding that they are different. It could be profound, it could be mild, it could be a lot of things. And I think there's a serious failure for me. I think it's a very serious failure that we are not able, even as a country, to say how many of them we have from age 0 to 5.
So hospital bills ziko hapa, ambapo nilikuwa naomba kama hii unmet needs hapa ni insurance. Kama tunaweza kuwa na insurance ya watoto wetu. Because this hospital bill iko high. Wanatumia drugs kama epileptic, wanatumia drugs. These drugs are very expensive.
That after putting that ball aside, the child will always go with to use the remains of those materials, trying to pay what you want.
This is actually one of the few times I'm interacting with people who own daycare centers. So these are caregivers who are given an opportunity to take care of people's babies in an unstructured manner for the whole day. Some of them lack even the basic skills in child health care. So you realize these are caregivers who have just used their own experiences as parents. Whatever worked for them is what they are employing in care for these babies.
We hope the participants, when they go back home in their community, they are going to spread the knowledge. At least they teach their family members and also friends.
Sasa unakuta mtoto ana sweat, anatetemeka, anafanya ukiona hivyo, please patia mtoto maji.
Tuna encouragewa as part of nutrition tuwapatie maji.
Wewe uko na hiyo eczema, lakini ukikulanga vyakula fulani ndio zinalipua. Watoto wote wakifika miezi 6 huwa wanapewa nini kwa clinic? Vitamin A. Kwa nini wanapewa vitamin A? Because ya boost immunity.
When we go back to our daycare centers, we are going to make sure that we implement the information, the knowledge that we have gained today.
From 0 to 3 years, interacting with the child when the child is in the stomach and when the child is outside here.
They really learned a lot how to take care of the baby. And from the womb to birth to her growth or his growth.
It was a good experience. We have learned most of the things practically and I've enjoyed this session.
Lazima mtoto akuwe na vitamin D. Na ile kitu itafanya mtoto akuwe na vitamin D, asubuhi saa 2 unamtoa kwa jua bila nguo, unamwanua saa 4, jioni pia unamtoa.
In whatever we do, we envision a world where all children, wherever they are, have the opportunity to reach their full potential.
Welcome to day 2. representatives from the Office of the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, government representatives present here today from the State Department of Gender and Social Services, the State Department of Labor and Skills Development, as well as other government representatives, civil society organizations, public benefits organizations, all child caregivers present here today, including home-based child care facilities, center-based child care facilities, domestic workers, caregivers of children with disabilities. All protocol observed. Ladies and gentlemen, mabibi na mabwana, hamjambo.
I would like to start by saying that child care is a complex and heavy matter. It is a labor-intensive skill that needs sobriety, keenness, compassion, and an actual calling to do good.
We as child care providers must nurture positive social and emotional development, as well as promote early learning.
So we still have a place to go, ni kujua kama iko hiyo mahali ama hakuna, lakini iko.
Bit by bit, we normally have a caregivers training, but we do it on demand. But yesterday, I saw there's a demand and there's a need for the care workers to be trained as first aiders or first aid responders.
Just wanted to register my gratitude and say that I feel very empowered and encouraged, and I'm sure most of the parents also seated here with me feel the same.
You are here because we feel, as Uthabiti Africa, as the collaborative action for childcare, the time is now for investment in women in childcare, because without investing in women in childcare, it is impossible to achieve quality, affordable childcare.
And I'm looking forward to seeing how then can we partner, even from the Office of the First Lady, to be able to ensure that the women are able to access affordable credit.
I must also say that I really appreciate the Office of the First Lady for actually sending people who are aligned to the agenda of the day and people who saw really the relevance of what we did today. She sent actually the right people.
Government is positive about policy. It only needs support, and that's the support we need. Now, when we all come together like we have done, then it is easy to achieve the policy environment, which then will unlock the resources.
In as much as we have all these publications and everything happening around childcare nationally and even in the county, the implementers, the county officials who are supposed to do the work have no idea what they're supposed to do. So we have to now find out how we can talk to them about these policies, or even just what childcare is, what it entails, who are the stakeholders within childcare, and how they are going to do their work.
So we will definitely support government, but I think there is a lot of disjointed effort at national level. So as said by the government officer, I think what's really required is for government departments to work together. And as members of the collaborative, we put government in the lead.
So we are going to hand over this report to you because we know it will be in good hands.
First, the report is a result of 2 years of active engagement with the women. Their voice is integrated in everything that's being said in the report. Their interests are included in the report, and therefore I feel that anybody reading the report, whether it's government, donors, civil society organizations, or community organizers, will actually realize just how important it is to invest in women in childcare.
We are expecting that this is going to continue so that we have conversations that are going to not only change the policy space, which has been picked, but also change the practice so that we are not leaving it at the book, but we are carrying it down to the actual implementation.
Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to grace this occasion and to be able to be part of this great initiative. And thank you to all the partners that have partnered with Uthabiti to be able to make this event successful.
our message to the First Lady is that as she continues supporting women economic empowerment, let her remember the women in childcare who are doing an amazing job. And in the report, we have recommendations that we are asking for her voice in all its strength, so that recommendations of the report can be actualized and can become real, so that we can have women taking care of our children, women who are skilled, and there is a system that certifies these women.
I think the fact that women in childcare came together in a room with civil society organizations, with government, was something I've not seen before. Most of the time, women in childcare, or women from a low socioeconomic status, never get an opportunity to interact with civil society organizations, with government, the way this has happened here. I think for us, it's really important that that happened, because it really means the women have voice. They spoke for themselves. They issued a statement for themselves. And that's really why we are building the Women in Childcare Network, so that in the next 5 years, we don't have to be there. They can talk for themselves, they can organize for themselves, they can advance the agenda for women in childcare themselves.